started to see which one can be the most retarded. Tinfoil haters, it's time to start the show. Tinfoil haters, it's time to start the show. Tinfoil haters, don't tell them what to say. Tinfoil haters are here to save the day. To get started to see which one can be the most retarded. Tinfoil haters, it's time to start the show. Tinfoil haters, it's time to start the show.
Welcome back to another episode of Tinfoil Haters. How are all you vital idols doing? We are in for a good one today, songs. I know how much all y'all love the real ghost caught on camera video reactions where we see if we can debunk them. I figure this is my way of apologizing and saying sorry for no analog horror stream on Saturday. That said, had a blast playing Yap Yap with the Saturday Night Hypnosis crew. So, it was worth it to take a night off. But I can't do this alone. Obviously, we need you guys, the vital idols, and my partner in crime, Sammy 3P. Tell the people who you are and what you do.
I'm Sammy 3P. I'm a Detroit-based musician, but I'm also on the interwebs, and I got a couple of shows. You should check out my YouTube. Dude, now the more I watch the new intro, I'm kind of thinking, like, if we start to get better with that stuff, we should make little, like, mini episodes.
Oh, just like little 5-minute TF8 shorts or something like that.
Yeah, like the one where Cindy gets addicted to Polybius.
That would be awesome. That's certainly a project for the future to expand the show like that. That would be. Speaking of addicted to video games, Cindy, tell people who you are and what you do.
I'm not that addicted. I'm fairly addicted, but not that addicted. Hey guys, I'm Cindy. I like to talk about anime, gaming, and on occasion, a little bit of horror. Still kind of healing up from the flu, so my voice is a little bit gone today.
Little Jennifer Tilly-ish, as Sammy put it behind the scenes. We didn't Dark Side Fill it today. We didn't Dark Side Fill it. We started the stream properly, if you noticed. Screwed up yesterday. Good. All right, who all we got up in this bitch? We got a little Miss Anonymous saying me, yo, the hell you doing, LMA? Philip Morgan is here. Dat darn Otaku, what is up? Johnny, Matt Stanford, Luigi Frankenbob is up in this bitch. We got Amanda. We got Dax and our best mod on the whole damn land. Sammy, of course, will be talking to you guys in the chat. We got Jake motherfucking Martin. What is up, Jake? The boy Hypnotic. How you doing, homie? That's right. It's my man with a plan right here. Fractal Mage, shout out. Eagle Lord is here. You'll love to see it. Scotty G, what is up? Let's see. I don't remember if I call it Nick Havoc or not, but just in case, Nick Havoc, Stream Elements bot is doing his job. Cliff 420, shout out to Cliffy B, baby. Thallow Greenskin, what is up? Thallow Sanguine Tales. Have you guys heard of the new musical Mafra? Just right. No, I've never heard of it. I don't know. You guys?
Nope.
Nope. Yeah, sorry, homie. No one on the panel's heard of it. What is up, Gal Carrymon? You love to see it. The Alabastard. I ain't seen you in a minute. How you doing, girly? I haven't even seen you on X. I hope you're still doing well. It's been a while. We got the Blue Octopussy is here. Zelozy is in the house. Fat Roller, shout out to the Fat Roller. I do believe. Oh, Dylan B, shout out Dylan B. Alrighty, that's everyone. Guys, we're killing. Oh, musician, not musical. Gotcha. Thanks for clarifying that. Yeah, we're gonna be doing some more real ghosts caught on camera. You'll love to see it. And for those of you that watch the Sunday special stream and were curious about the website, the official Words of Paradise website, where we all are going to be congregating going forward, because of all the Discord stuff, the process has started. It is being built. It is coming along very nicely. I will have updates to show you very soon. There is a completely functional and operational homepage, and there will be more. All right. Anything you guys got? Some housekeeping before we get right into it?
Not me.
Excellent. You love to see it. let's just start. Let's check out some scary videos and see if we can debunk some shit here.
Video. Two sisters are alone at home, hiding inside a room when their house alarm starts to go off.
I'm recording. Okay. Do you hear that?
As it seems, someone entered their home. Their security camera shows the front door open, suggesting that someone did in fact break inside. But what's strange about this is that when they replay the moment the door opens, no one is seen. It just seemingly opens up all on its own. Now, at this moment,
Well, go back. You can clearly see.
Yeah, I thought I saw something as well, so it wasn't just me.
No, it's the diffuser getting moved by the wind that blew the door open.
Okay, well, real quick before we address it, Ebonics King with the 2 bangers says very vigorous update.
Oh my
Yes, quite vigorous. Shout out. Thank you so much, homie.
it just seemingly opens up all on its own. Now, at this moment, the two sisters didn't see how the door opened up. They just saw that the door was wide open, and it doesn't help that they just heard a police siren outside their house. But as if the situation couldn't escalate any
Okay, have I ever told you guys the story of like some of the most scared I've been in my entire fucking life had to do with sirens?
No.
So this had to be probably 14 years ago. It's somewhere between like 12 and 14 years ago. So I used to live in this apartment, which was right next to this really nice, fancy botanical garden. And this fancy botanical garden has a walking trail. Now the city I live in, all walking trails connect to each other. And I live in a city that's like 20 miles by 20 miles, like it's a giant square. So basically you could start at one park, and if you've got the time, you could go the entire length of all the outskirts of the cities through the cities. Well, this walking trail goes right by the prison. Actually, prison John Gotti was held at. And so we're walking down this walking trail at like 2 a.m. And we see the prison off in the distance, and we hear rustling like in the leaves and the bushes and whatnot. And then all the alarms for the prison start going off as if there's like some sort of prison break or whatnot. And I'm like I said, it's like 2 a.m. So we just start fucking booking it, dude. To this day, I've never found out what caused the prison. I've never in my life didn't even know. I mean, obviously, prison has alarms. But, dude, 2 a.m. alone in this fucking walking trail. Dude, it was terrifying. Terrifying.
Yeah,
That
no
sounds
thanks.
kind of cool, though.
Not in the woods. It doesn't.
Yeah, right. I grew up in New England. Rainstorms and blizzards always open the doors. Wind gusts. They weren't secured at all. Yeah, exactly. I mean, the wind was like that where I lived just a couple days ago. Like, I didn't even have to open and close the car door. The wind was taking care of it for me. It was like I had my own personal like spirit valet.
Yeah, and depending on the positioning of your house, I mean, you could just be prone to it. But like I said, you can literally see they have a diffuser on their counter. You see the steam shift. A door opening wouldn't make it that far. It was a gust of wind that did that. So I mean,
exactly.
it's just poorly timed. But yeah,
I like where your head's at, though.
What is it?
to make matters worse, there was a black guy. Oh, nice guitars.
Hey, I'm thinking the same thing. Oh, does this seem staged to you? Like the idea that this phone, like, oh, they're rushing, they're getting out of the house. This camera here being propped up so perfectly. This seems pretty staged to me.
Yeah, kinda.
Is it that the phone is propped up, or is that just a security camera for her room? Like, I don't know.
I
don't know what kind of camera it is. Either way, it doesn't feel legit. Okay, I guess it's probably a security cam, given how they seem to have multiple.
Clear.
Oh, the smoke from the diffuser. Okay,
Oh, okay.
that was interesting.
Okay. Could have been a cat.
That tall?
A big cat.
Ducking around the counter.
Okay. Is this camera remote controlled or is this like movement oriented? Is it
It's
based on
movement
motion?
oriented. That's why it was
Yeah.
like following the Roomba the way it was.
Right, that's what I thought as well. But it's moving so fast now. I didn't know if it was remote or if it was controlled.
No, it did it again.
Yeah.
It might be something going on, like a kitchen appliance or something that we're just not seeing. Okay, that's weird though. Well, you know something's coming because he always puts that damn sound effect.
Clear.
What the hell?
Like, interesting if this is staged. They did it really well. Like, this is
Yeah.
horror movie levels.
Yeah.
As it seems, another presence had been inside the home, though not the kind they were expecting.
Yeah,
Both
I
sisters
don't know
initially
what
thought a
the
person
hell.
had broken in, but upon watching
Yeah,
the
I-
footage,
It almost looked like a midget on those Healy.
Yeah, I would think like a child or something.
Yeah.
Exactly. I like there's something about this that doesn't like it feels too good to be true. Like it feels like it has to be fake. But I don't really know how it would be done unless this is unless it's not a motion sensitive camera, unless they can control the camera through like an app, which is probably entirely possible. But
Now, I think it could be bugging out because, like I said, the wind is blowing like that steam into the camera, and that could be what's causing it to.
oh, that's a good point, right? With the door open, you've got the diffuser, so maybe it's picking up the thick mist. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
And then Old Man Cat is saying the alarm wouldn't clear if the window or the door is open. I don't know anything about these kinds of security cameras. Or
Yeah.
alarms, rather.
But the elf on Healy's, I have no explanation.
and seeing the small, shadowy figure dashing past the camera, they knew that this was something else. Whatever this was doesn't appear to have any discernible features, and it doesn't help that it moves exceedingly fast before disappearing out of nowhere.
The fact that it just moved so quickly, but then like the motion capture camera didn't see that shape, and like when it was
Even the camera seems to have trouble identifying the figure. There's moments when it passes by and no visual tracker appears around it. But then strangely, at times, the green box appears in a dark room as though something was being detected. Never before has the camera done this until tonight when the door opened by itself.
front door opening on its own. That's closed. We closed that door.
And I mean, this house is like brand new. Like it's not old or like anything.
Yeah.
Considering that all this activity was preceded by the door opening, they believe something paranormal had forced its way in, which makes you wonder about the video from early on. Could it be that something supernatural had opened the bedroom door at the beginning of this video? Or was it simply due to something else? After watching the footage, it's hard to say what exactly occurred. Just what exactly was the camera picking up that night? As always, let me know your thoughts on this one.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to know if there's been any other, occurrences in this home. They said it's a new home, so it likely isn't actually haunted. I mean, the wackiest theory that I come up with, and this is a stretch. I'm not saying I believe this, but like if I was to come up with some sort of tinfoil theory that maybe this is a case of they say there's a million different realities. So maybe this house in another reality has like a child in or whatnot, and it was just a child running in. Like maybe our realities blended for a moment, which is why you could see it in the mirror. But yeah, this most likely answers this one was staged. I don't get a feeling of authenticity from it.
They do record this one very well though. If it's staged, like I'm impressed.
Yeah,
for information, motion tracker cameras have to have a line of sight to pick up movement. Yeah, that is true. That is accurate.
Yeah, that's the only part that I really it kind of blows my mind. They run by
on a Wednesday night, a team of paramedics arrive at a house to assist a man with severe schizophrenia. According to the man, he couldn't leave his room because someone was standing at his door.
Oh, I've seen this
They're
one.
not going to let me go
Yeah, this
past
one's
it.
interesting.
I have not.
They're not going to let me go past it. Somebody's there.
We're right here,
I'm
right?
telling you, somebody's at the door and they're not going to let me go past it.
They wearing? What are they wearing?
They're wearing blue. But
Good,
someone's
good.
there and they're not going to let me go past it.
Someone's at the door.
All right, that was a little odd.
Yeah, but
Like-
no, somebody posed a good question. Why is there a clock above his door?
That's completely normal. And my uncle Matt kept a clock above the door of his bedroom.
Yeah, but it's in the
I've never-
outside hallway, not in his room. But I don't know where that's in position in his house. So
Someone's there and
When it falls, let's see.
Yeah, that's the back.
Yeah, that is the back. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, hey, some people got some weird design choices. That's not the weirdest thing so far.
well, it looks like the front door is right there. So maybe walk in, see what time it is. Who knows?
Yeah.
He's also schizophrenic.
Someone's
Yeah.
at the door.
I need you to sit up, okay? Can you do that?
You gotta listen. There's no need to apologize. Whatever makes you comfortable, okay?
thank
We're
you.
here for you.
Yeah, this one's
Okay.
real.
All right? Is that okay? That it? Is that it? Are you okay?
While claiming to see someone standing at his door, a clock falls without warning. Now, the possibility of this being a coincidence isn't entirely ruled out, but when you consider the fact that the clock was securely mounted on the wall, well, things get very strange. Now, aside from the clock falling, there's something else in this video that was recorded, and it has to do with this doorway. 23-year-old Cass, the man undergoing psychosis, is a diagnosed schizophrenic who in a short video says this.
Schizophrenia, I'm not crazy. We're not crazy.
Pause a second, go back. All right, go back to what?
I think he's trying to point out the GoPro, which he will explain in a second. It actually makes some really valid sense.
Well, also, I kind of noticed that looks like a smart thermostat. And it looked like it was going off, like someone was touching it.
Well, and if there is a GoPro, like I'm not gonna pretend to be any sort of expert on schizophrenia or whatnot, but if there, I would imagine you want, especially if you're like family members and the guy's living alone, but you want to keep tabs on them, to have cameras mounted around.
No, he doesn't live alone.
Yeah, no. Okay, so what he uses it for is to differentiate, to be able to tell if the vision he's seeing is there or not. If he looks in the camera and it's not there, then he knows it's an apparition.
Yeah, that's also what they're doing with the door. It's like a method. So if it's a hallucination, like if you keep bringing something in front of it, it makes your brain harder to like process the hallucination. They explain it a little bit more in this video, but I just noticed that the wall thermostat was going off earlier.
Okay, all right, we'll keep going and we'll go from there.
23-year-old Cass, the man undergoing psychosis, is a diagnosed schizophrenic who in a short video says this.
Schizophrenia, I'm not crazy. We're not crazy. People that have schizophrenia are
I mean,
normal
By
people.
definition.
Yeah.
My most common hallucination is seeing a shadow figure in doorways. place, like in any doorway. So think of any doorway in your house. My therapist and I do something called visualization dismissal. So I open and close the door repeatedly, and that kind of like scrubs away the shadow figure.
Although he wasn't seeing a shadow figure this time, he was seeing a man. And this man just so happens to be the same thing that is.
Notice that as well. The thermostats.
This time, he was seeing a man.
You got light right there. Is that what you're referring to?
Yeah, but then it goes off. Now, it might have just been them opening and closing the door, but like it's clearly off when no one's around it. And I think some of those, you know, they only turn on when you touch them.
Right. All right, interesting.
This man just so happens to be the same thing that his girlfriend saw 2 years ago in their old home. Keep in mind that Cass's girlfriend doesn't have schizophrenia or any condition that causes her to see things that aren't there.
What's wrong? What? What?
I'll be real. Her scream gave me goosebumps. That felt fucking real.
Yeah.
But I do have a question. Do you okay, now this is coming from a place of I don't have a camera like this at home. Do you keep
Y'all heard it.
footage?
If you're gonna rob somebody, rob Cindy.
No, I said like this. I do have a camera. I don't keep footage from a year ago.
Well, you would have something weird happened on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
If something weird happened, you keep it, or a lot of this stuff can be like maybe backed up to cloud storage.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, see, mine doesn't have the cloud storage thing. It does have like I have to clear the memory from it, but it doesn't have the cloud storage.
Yeah, but if something weird happened, you would save it, right?
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Oh, wait. Also, before we keep going, just in case, you would not play games like this if you had a schizophrenic in the house.
Oh yeah, no, for
That is
sure.
also true. I hadn't even thought of that. Good point. That she would not. At least you'd be a real shitty person. to do
Yeah,
so.
you'd be real piece of work.
There's nothing in there. What?
Her description of what she saw was eerily similar to Cass's depiction of the man. Now, because of this angle, we can't see what it is that she saw, but thankfully, there's another camera in this house that might have recorded evidence of the so-called man. Over on Cass's channel, you'll find many videos where he documents his schizophrenic episodes. Thanks to his GoPro, he can easily record moments of extreme psychosis by simply pressing a button.
What I do.
This is so fucked up, but this would be a brilliant YouTube title. I can't fight my schizophrenic boyfriend. Not clickbait. That's fucking funny. Well played, Jake.
Is if the hallucination's like really strong and I am not even like making sense out of reality, I use this and basically I point it at the door frame or whatever I'm seeing and look at the screen. And if what I'm seeing in the door frame isn't on the GoPro screen, it's not real. Helps me calm down.
I'm doing really bad right now.
However, there's one video on his channel that's completely different from the rest. While talking to an hallucination, he captures this.
Dude, this freaked me out when I first saw it.
You always say the same thing. No. Quit it.
So this is from his GoPro, right?
Yes.
Stop bringing that up. Stop saying that.
I did not hit her. I did not.
You always wait till now to say that. Bro. Alexa, light on.
You're muted.
Yeah, I know. I was telling my ALEXA to stop talking because he set it off.
Oh. Oh man.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah, dude.
That's 13
Cass couldn't
strands
tell
that
if
went
what he
up.
was seeing.
I counted it.
Bro, the chills I had.
know.
Holy
I know.
shit.
I knew it was coming and I got chills. And when you hear it hit the ground, it's weighted.
Yeah,
you
right.
know?
Exactly.
I really want that curtain though. Like that's really a cool curtain.
Yeah.
But
it is
like
pretty sweet.
if
Sorry, go on,
that
Sam.
is staged, that is the cruelest thing you could do to that man.
Well, so someone in the chat earlier said they wonder if he's, the doctors diagnosed him as schizophrenic, but he actually is seeing ghosts, and that is an interesting question because I mean, like, think of the movie The Sixth Sense, right? Think of the movie The Sixth Sense. Modern day doctors would absolutely diagnose Haley Joel Osment's character with schizophrenia.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
I mean, not to downplay his condition. I'm sure there's ways to like use X-rays or electromagnetically or whatever tell if he does have the delusion, but that's this one is hard to debunk. I'm gonna be real.
Well, it also makes you, maybe they're locked into something that we're just not,
Oh yeah, maybe.
Or even worse, they diagnose this poor guy, and he's being, followed by something.
Or it's like Kaya-chan, right? So like he's got he is schizophrenic, but he's also seeing the ghosts. So because he's seeing it, they're interacting with him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's yeah. For those of you that don't know that, me and Cindy watch this anime called Kaya-chan Isn't Scary, and yeah, that's true. They interact more with the people that can see them. That you make a good point. Oh, dude, this one's if that's fake, you're one fucked up person to do that to a schizo. No joke.
Yeah.
This is. I believe this one infinitely more than that first one.
Oh,
This
yeah.
one,
Oh,
is,
for sure.
Holy shit! I had not seen this.
Actually, like I said, I've seen this one before. I was like, I'm surprised this one wasn't number one. Although I often find that the number ones on these videos are kind of like
They're lacking.
Yeah. I've noticed that as well. It's like you really bury the lead with some of these really dope earlier entries.
Yeah.
Put like a decent one, like the one he has at first, and then end it with this one.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna say this one's real.
Oh, I definitely think it's real.
I'm fully convinced this one's real.
Was real. So naturally, he walks over to the other curtains to do his usual technique and tries to get rid of this so-called delusion. Apparently, he wasn't just seeing the curtain moving, but a figure standing behind it. In a panic frenzy, he opens and closes the drape as an attempt to scrub away the figure, but while doing so, the curtain moves again. This was strange considering that he was no longer seeing someone behind it, yet somehow, despite doing his usual technique, something was still happening.
So, doing the flip thing did make the visage go away, and yet he still sees the movement. That's fucking wild.
Could you imagine you can't escape it, but you can't see it either now?
Yeah, you would just see me, like my girlfriend would come home, and you would just see me rocking and back and forth in front of a wall. Like that would have broken me because like delusion is gone, and then this happens, and you're just like, oh no, like that would have broken old 3-peat.
But as if that wasn't creepy enough, the whole drake begins to lift upwards. It appears to go up entirely before dropping to the ground. If seeing things in doorways didn't already freak him out, then surely this has. Now, to this day, watching this video freaks him out. Seeing this scares him because what he thought was just an hallucination was actually real. This, as a result, makes it harder for him to trust his own perception. It's for this reason that he rarely talks about this incident. But after recording what recently happened, he couldn't help but think of this. So then, might there be some connection between this occurrence and the one from many years ago? Cass believes so. But of course, like all videos, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions.
And he does seem like just armchair psychiatrist here. He does seem like, for the most part, he's got a pretty good grasp on his condition. He knows to document it. He knows who to call. He knows what's real and what isn't fake. He's making all this content. Like, because we've been on Zax's channel, and we have roasted some dumb schizophrenic motherfuckers who have no control over it. I know it sounds horrible to say, but, sometimes that shit be funny. But this dude seems like he is very, cognizant of his condition. That's what makes this one all the more believable.
Yeah, on top of it, he's in a healthy relationship. There's
this one's
I got nothing to debunk.
I feel like if we hit the plateau, like the peak of the stream, we're 30 minutes in, and this might be the best. Holy shit!
This one definitely stuck.
This one remains a mystery. Now, this next video was submitted to me by Sam J, who's part of the yearbook team at our high school. One afternoon, while a group of senior students were rehearsing.
You've seen this one as well?
Yeah, I think we saw this one last time we did this.
No, this was brand new. This video was only out 2 weeks ago.
I covered it on my channel not long ago when it came out.
Yeah, this one's completely new to me. I assume, unless you're watching Cindy's stream, it should be new to you.
Well, I must have tuned in on. Sometimes I'll put Cindy on and fall asleep.
That's fair.
She's very good for that.
Ceremony that took place last spring. A camera inside the auditorium.
I meant because you have a soothing voice, not because you're boring. I hope that came out right.
I meant because it's late.
I meant because she has a soothing face. Like all of a sudden, I was like, oh wow, that probably sounded really shitty. That's not what I meant.
It was funny. Don't worry.
Reported something that left all students, including staff, terrified.
What you guys can do first is you're gonna take the diploma from me.
It was during a speech rehearsal by the school principal that this was caught. Take a look.
That's okay. We don't want any broken ankles tonight before graduation. So then we're going to talk about individual accomplishments a little bit, and we'll move you off to the side before other stuff starts. That was odd. Just a change in air pressure, or was that a friendly ghost, Mr. Baker?
Somebody in the Discord said, we better see Casper tonight. So whoever said that, if you're watching, he just said, was that a friendly ghost?
Yes.
There you go. You got your Casper. You ask, I fucking deliver. That's why he's the best goddamn channel on the internet.
Friend of the channel, Casper.
Thank you, sir.
Zach.
And then, let's see, then we'll talk about STEM.
The principal carries on, paying little attention to what just happened. As he claims, this could have been due to wind pressure. But despite thinking this, it would be what happens next that completely changes his mind. While instructing students on how to move on stage, this is captured.
The programs and how we're trying to grow those, and also maybe a little bit about growing the sports programs as well. And then we'll talk about your individual achievements and how you guys have really taken leadership. Everybody to give us their science. We must have an open door somewhere else in the.
And then the light going
building.
on and off.
Yeah, the light going off too. Obi-Wan Kenobi for a 5-banger. Tribal communities that had that. Oh wait, tribal communities that had people that could talk to spirits were called. Yeah, I've talked about this a bunch. My again, growing up with the Cherokee Nation, my stepdad being completely half Cherokee, like he believes in all that stuff. Absolutely. Shout out, thanks for the 5-banger, homie. Appreciate you.
Anyway, so let's get started just the way that we're gonna go. So we'll go John Anderson. We'll do the thing, walk over, and then Cal Connors. Thing, come over. Then no, that's the right order. So Michael Thompson comes over.
Casually just doxing these first and last names.
Yeah.
We've got Emily Rodriguez. Same thing. And
that kid in particular is not graduating.
It's at this point that the notion of this being just the wind stops making sense. A cap on one of the students flies off their head. Almost as if someone knocked it off, the hat zips across in a swift and sudden motion.
Fuck you, Tino! Not giving me those math problems. Dude who killed himself in the bathroom because he was failing class.
Oh, it's her grandmother. It's his grandmother. Like, you did it. Throw your cap in the air.
Or is his Asian father? Why you no doctor yet?
Like, why you no doctor?
Before landing close to the exit, the same exit where no one was seen opening the door. Even the principal, who initially thought it was nothing, couldn't make sense of this. According to Sam J., the yearbook member who sent me this clip, he was just as baffled as everyone else. Now, after this happened, they proceeded to finish up the rehearsal before leaving an hour later. The next day, Sam takes a video of the exit door and shows that they're not automatic. If they were, then this definitely would have explained the doors opening, but given that they're not, and considering the cap incident, perhaps what occurred here was caused by something unexplainable. If true.
It's a ghost who wanted to graduate.
Cindy, read this one, please. Thank you for the 5-banger, Cannoli.
Women like Cindy must be like spirits, because when I try talking to them, I keep getting ghosted.
Oh boy.
Oh gosh. Cannoli.
That's stupid. You're stupid. Stop being stupid.
No, that was great. I appreciate Cannoli. Sorry to so long to hit the button. I tried to use my stream deck before I realized, oh, we're on StreamYard, not OBS. So my timing was off, but that was funny. Thank you for the 5-banger, homie.
True, then students might not be as sad to leave the school on graduation day, given that it might be haunted. Now that's creepy. On December 27 of 2025, a strange video was posted.
Before we go further, so yeah, do we believe in that third one or not?
I buy it.
Yeah, I mean, the fact that you had that old dude go check out, the lights flickering, like I can see how everything up to that point would have been staged, but then the graduation cap happens. Like, fuck, that's a whole lot harder.
Yeah.
Especially at like a Christian school of some kind.
Yeah, and what are the odds the principal would be in on it, you know?
Yeah, it's not something you wouldn't stage it at like a graduation rehearsal, right?
Right.
You know, it's
well, and also, I mean, on top of that, there's credence to these videos that have lots of witnesses to it, as opposed to like that first one we watched with the two girls. Like, okay, these two friends, it's easier than to like stage something to try and go viral. But when you're in a setting like that, you've got all those witnesses, the principal, there's people in the audience for the graduation rehearsal. That seems you have to jump through so many more hoops to try and rationalize it.
Oh, for sure.
By a veterinary hospital in Madison, Alabama, where apparently something happened that caused all employees to stop in their tracks. What occurred during this moment has left everyone spooked. Now, this video recording was kept private for 4 years until just a few weeks ago. It was only after receiving many comments asking for this footage that Renee Holt, the owner of this clinic, decided to share it, as she believes her clinic is haunted.
Fucking animals don't have HIPAA, so we can share your personal videos.
I know what's wrong with you. I know what's wrong with you.
Oh my god.
Fucking PETA.
From dog kennels that often open on their own in the middle of the night, to office equipment being thrown around with no apparent cause, Renee and her staff have no explanation for these odd occurrences. However, there is one theory that occasionally comes up at work, and it's the belief that all this activity might be due to the dogs who passed away at this clinic, whether being put down for medical reasons.
I don't buy this for a moment. We saw shit getting knocked around, phones coming off the hook. These are the ghosts of cats.
Yeah, for sure.
That a really incompetent room of women.
So Lee sets her coffee cup down on the counter and you just see it slide off.
Or naturally passing away, they were last alive at this location. But despite their absence, it seems that they're still here, just not physically. One night, while caring for a critically ill cat, this happens.
That's a big ass cat. Orange cats are still amazing.
They are. They're so feisty.
That's weird. Where's that coming from?
A dog is heard crying somewhere in this clinic, but that's odd because there shouldn't be a dog here at this time. The only other dog inside this clinic is the one in this office.
Very
However,
old.
they don't howl or make any noise throughout the footage.
Where's that coming from? Until somebody's coming from. Okay, so you still want to do banana bags, 15 mils an hour, head start, 4 mils an hour. Over this way. All right. Medication, metronidazole, 15 mil BID. No. All right,
What the fuck? This is definitely a dog. I hate these ones that we can't debunk. That's why I want to debunk this shit, so we know what's real and what isn't. But man, most of these tonight have been really convincing. Fuck.
It doesn't help that they only have the one camera, but
yeah, I mean that's true. But
they said that there's only one dog, and that dog's huge. It's not howling like that.
Not only that, but like there's no audience here. This is just a general security camera. There's no way they would know this would go on the internet 4 years later. So the fact they're all looking around, looking for it, it's, again, staging something like this, while it's possible to stage something like this, hold on to it for 4 years, just in the hopes you go viral way later. I don't know, man. That it doesn't add up.
I want to see more corners of this facility though. Like I want to see if there is a dog kennel, or like the dog kennels being empty and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I also want to see if they got more of this funky art littered throughout the place.
What, phantom dogs? Why are you living in the front porch and make sure they didn't dump one or throw one in the bin outside or something? I didn't hear anything. You're not hearing that. Rhea has heard it. I didn't hear it. No. You heard it, right? I heard it. It sounded like it was in that room or something. Like it sounded like it was like
The shrill yapping of an office full of women is actually scarier than a haunted dog like hospital.
For sure.
Well, even the old dog looks to be affected, like through the window. He's got his ears down and shifting around.
We're gonna play that back. I didn't even hear anything. Can you?
The whole staff searches all around for this dog, but after checking extensively, both inside and outside, they find nothing. The dog was nowhere to be found. Yet still, the cries continue as if desperately wanting to be found. But unfortunately, that never happens.
Stop
With
showing me
no
that
sight
fucking picture.
or any trace of this
Right?
canine, the staff can't help but wonder if what they heard had been a dog they once cared for. Could it be that what they heard was something from the other side? It isn't certain if that's the case, but it's been 4 years since this
What would it
happened.
be like to be a ghost dog? It's like, Fido, you have unfinished business, so you must linger on. It's like, I will find the tennis ball I buried.
Yeah.
Like,
And despite capturing other strange things on camera, this one remains unforgettable to the clinic. If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video.
Well, see, I mean, I don't think that's entirely possible, Old Man Cad. But that being said, if they like TikTok, whether we like it or not, whether us old heads like it or not, TikTok is like the new big thing. That's where all the youth is. That's where everyone is. So if you're gonna post a short video, posting it there is infinitely more likely to for it to be seen than on, let's say, YouTube. So I don't really think that just because it's on TikTok inherently means it's not worth looking into.
On the night of December 20.
Why wait 4 years? I mean, isn't it more believable that it's real if they wait 4 years as opposed to doing it immediately? I mean, I don't know. What do you guys think?
I don't know. I don't really think it's that big a deal. I feel like I would be overthinking. Like, you post it when you post it. Like, it could just be one of those things where it's a spooky thing that happened, but it's been 4 years. You hadn't really thought of it until you watched a particular video that just set it off in your brain. You're like, oh, why not? Why don't I just post it now? You know?
Yeah, I mean, something like that.
Gotta post it to BitChute for credibility. Yeah, that's right. I need to start putting all my videos on BitChute. He's right. Like,
21st, 2025, car enthusiast Chad Gavin was driving down an empty access road in a business.
Really? Why is that?
Like, the night driving ones, it's hard to tell for the most part. Like,
because like it's going so fast, the cameras aren't.
Yeah,
it's not like a high speed camera.
Now we've seen ones where there's like a guy right in front of the car, and you're like, oh yeah, no, that's creepy. But like sometimes they'll be like, there was something in the background, and we're like, I don't see what you're talking about. And also at those speeds, it could be anything. So,
well, speaking of at those speeds, whipping a banana at us at exhausting speed, we got Ebonics Kang for a 99-cent super sticker. Shout out, Kang. Thank you so much, homie.
I'm just saying they're harder to debunk.
Yeah, I agree. What did you say, Cindy?
I said it's so nice of a monkey to share.
Yeah.
Closed for the night. He was looking for a spot somewhere in this vast, empty office park for the purpose of taking videos of his car and posting them on his page. No one is ever around this area past operating hours, which can seem a bit creepy, but here, he can rev his engine as loud as he wants without being berated by a neighbor.
You're gonna wake up with the police standing over you.
Gotcha.
Neighbors would often approach Gavin just to scold him, but even after driving elsewhere to avoid problems, he continues to be approached, just not by a neighbor, but by something else.
That's not going to point out
What the freak was that? Oh my God!
According to Gavin, he was driving inside a business park located in St. Petersburg, Florida, which is close to where he lives, when he caught sight of a tall figure heading towards his vehicle. The following is his footage from both his dash cam and interior cam. Take a look.
I didn't notice anything.
I don't see anything.
Yeah, he'll change the angle.
Oh my God!
All I hear is him saying, "What the freak." Oh, okay.
What the freak was that? Oh my God!
It didn't appear to be that tall.
On the plus side, Sammy, your theory holds true. The number ones on this are usually fucking nothing. Because yeah, that was, to me, that was nothing.
Yeah.
Shadowy tree in the middle of the road.
Yeah, it's Florida. Dude probably just doing drugs in that nice ass car.
Yeah.
Now, it's not just the sudden appearance of a dark figure that's strange on its own, but the details of this incident too, most of which don't make any sense. For one, why would there be anyone out here at night dressed in all black? If their intention was to stay hidden, then sure, that would make sense. But if hiding was the goal...
I absolutely disagree with that statement. Why would somebody be out in the middle of the night dressed in all black? Are you fucking kidding? They do it all the time.
Yeah.
Also, it's Florida. They might not be dressed in black. They might just be black.
Yeah, and also sometimes like cameras on angles like that, they're just blacked out. It's not that they weren't wearing something regular. It's just
right.
The camera was just too grainy to pick it up.
Yeah, it's grainy. It's already dark out, so they just be wearing dark clothes. I mean, I always wear dark clothes.
Yeah. And then David Carroll had a point. Who says freak like that? Like,
that's what I said. I haven't said what the freak since I was like 6 years old.
When you're alone, you're not gonna say it.
Yeah.
We got that darn otaku for $1.49 giving us the peach, son. Giving us the peach. What is up? Appreciate you, homie. Thank you.
I even approach the vehicle and reveal itself. What's weirder is that they didn't seem to run towards the car or try to grab the door handle, which throws out the idea of this being an ambush or kidnapping attempt. The figure just seemingly passes by with no reaction whatsoever to Gavin's speeding Corvette.
Also,
he still doesn't know who.
You don't try and like open the handle on a moving car. That's not how you bring the car to a stop by putting something in the road or having someone else stand there and then someone goes for the handle. You don't do some Fast and the Furious shit. I don't know about you. I'm not going to be able to. The car was still going like 25, 30 miles an hour. Who the fuck is this guy?
Don't know who the fuck this guy is, but I do know who the fuck Jazz and Sparky is. My boy Jazz, who Cindy will be taking her leave because she's going to be making her debut appearance on his show today. Cindy, tell people who you are, what you do, the whole nine, and we will raid into Jazz if you guys are still going when we're finished here, which knowing him, he will be. He streams for ages.
Okay, well, I'll be hanging out with Jazz for about an hour or so, and then I will be taking off. I will be back, however, at 11:50 p.m. CST. Bear with me today, guys. I am a little tired. My throat is really sore, but I still want to hang out. I don't want to sleep anymore. So, yeah, I look forward to seeing all y'all later. And, yeah, have a good stream. I don't think this one is real.
I think it's real. I still think it's a ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, real as in I don't think it's a ghost video.
Yeah, no, I know what you meant. All right, Cindy, you have a good rest of the day. We appreciate you, girly, and I will see you on Friday for Neon Leon.
All righty, you cuties. Take care and have a good one.
Deuces. And then we also got Ebonics King for a two bangers. That's just a random Florida man looking for faces. Good throwback old school reference. Yeah, when that Florida guy on bath salts or whatever ate that motherfucker's face off.
Yeah,
well done.
I
got
the hankering.
That was, but one can safely assume that coming back here to find out isn't something he plans to do anytime soon, especially at night. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Also, if you have...
So yeah, that was a good one. I will put this in the chat right now for you guys. Yeah, I think that for the most part, videos 4, 3, and 2 were incredibly believable, especially 4 and 3. 2, the dog one, that one's fair enough, up for debate. But that schizophrenia one and that one in the high school graduation, those were interesting.
I mean, even the first one was interesting. It's just there's just a lot more stuff that you could debunk, right?
Right, exactly.
But I mean, still, it's hard to mess with a camera like that. I said I did have my theories on it, but it wasn't terrible. It's just those ones were such bangers.
Well, we do have one more video to go over. Now, Slapped Ham, I think is a I don't know. I'm not as big a fan of Slapped Ham as I am Bizarre Bub, which is who we were just watching. I think a lot of these are a lot easier to debunk. But hey, new Slapped Ham video came out literally a few hours ago, and we're doing scary night. So let's check it out.
Today we got a huge list of scary videos full of all sorts of creepy content. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more scary videos just like this.
Slapped Ham.
When it comes to scary videos, this first clip certainly has the mystery factor. This unsettling footage began circulating online in early February 2026, and it's already sparked a fierce debate. The footage appears to come from residential security cameras, though the exact location remains unclear. Some re-uploads claim it was captured in Ohio, while others say North Carolina. At first glance, the footage seems...
Does North Carolina get snow like this?
I don't know.
Yeah, I got no idea.
unremarkable. A quiet street, a still night, nothing out of the ordinary. But when viewers slowed the clip down, something strange became visible.
It's Mothman.
It looks
A dark shape, almost like a shadow, appears to zip across the frame at an unnatural speed.
I was thinking it kind of looks like those wraith-like creatures that take that bad ghost away at the end of the movie Ghost.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Makes this clip particularly compelling is that the same anomaly was reportedly captured on 2 separate cameras from 2 different angles. Commenters were divided. Some suggested it could be a bird flying close to the lens or an insect caught in the infrared light. Others,
I can like the bird argument. I mean, if there's enough light for it to cast that big of a shadow, but an insect, no, because we're seeing it on 2 completely separate cameras. You can tell
also it knocks the snow off the light.
Yeah, there's that too.
A bug ain't doing that.
Yeah.
It's pointed out that the shape moves too fast and too smoothly for either explanation. A more unusual theory quickly gained traction. Some viewers began comparing the footage to classic descriptions of the Mothman, the legendary winged creature said to appear before disasters.
Mothman shirts for sale in the Words of Paradise store on the channel here. And by the way, those of you guys that won shirts during the 100th episode of Neon Leon, those will be being shipped out very soon.
They pointed to the dark humanoid silhouette and its rapid gliding motion. Skeptics pushed back, suggesting the clip could be digitally altered or even AI generated. They noted that the original source remains unknown, which makes verification difficult. But supporters of
these videos are going to get a whole lot harder for us to debunk with the rise of AI. I'm telling you, man.
Our only saving grace in ones like these is it was captured on 2 different cameras, right?
Right, yeah, that's true. But again, even the AI could fake like that's the case, right?
Yeah.
It would take more editing, but
footage argued that if it were faked, why would it appear on 2 separate camera systems? Faking synchronized footage across multiple devices would require considerable effort and technical skill. As of now, no official explanation has been offered.
It's just some bored genius.
yeah, so I don't really have a huge explanation for that one. I mean, it's definitely weird. I don't know that it's weird enough that I would jump immediately to the supernatural, but I also don't have an explanation for it.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. It could have been something blown off the roof.
We've seen this one.
Yes,
I'll
we
let
have.
it play out. We saw this one in a different compilation video. I'm gonna let it play. This one is fucking crazy. And we've gotten so many new viewers and new watchers and whatnot since we've started doing this that this might be new to some people.
Yeah, I believe we dubbed this one as real.
Yeah, we did.
This next set of scary videos comes from TikTok user Pokey the Queen, and it's become one of the most talked about paranormal cases of the last few months.
Were you in there? Were you in there? No.
The footage was captured on CCTV inside a home daycare. At first, everything appears normal. Children are playing. A worker moves through the space. It's a typical afternoon. But then a young boy in an adjacent room suddenly screams. He comes running into frame, visibly upset. The worker rushes over to comfort him. Here's where things start to get unsettling. If you rewatch the footage closely,
Oh, yeah.
This isn't a leering center. It's a fearing center.
I'll give it to
Well
you.
done, Jake. I forgot I lost my comment girl, so I had to pull this up myself.
A few seconds before the boy screams, something strange can be seen at the top of the door frame. It looks like a pair of hands gripping the frame, and then they simply vanish. That's when the boy screams.
Does he go, "Aw, shit"?
What?
It sounds like it goes, shit.
Hold on. That's like you're right.
But the strangeness doesn't end there. Moments later, the camera catches this. A pink dollhouse in the room tips over on its own. In a follow-up video, the uploader shows viewers the space where the events unfolded. She explains that the dollhouse is heavy and sturdy, not the kind of thing that would simply tip over on its own.
It's pretty hefty, so it really doesn't make any sense that it would just fall on its own like that. So that's just something I wanted to point out.
She then reveals what the little boy told her mother. He said he saw a face in the mirror. The mirror belonged to a vanity playset in that room.
We have this covered up for a reason. Apparently, the little boy told my mom that he saw a face in these mirrors.
After the incident, the family covered the mirror with a purple sheet and kept the room off limits. But even that didn't stop the strange occurrence.
I remember what happens next. I'm already getting chills. Do you remember what happens next?
No.
Oh, dude, we covered this one and it freaked the fuck out of us.
I remember the dollhouse. I remember the mirror. I don't remember this. I might have repressed it.
Princes. In another clip, the uploader notices the baby gate to that room standing open on her Blink camera. She walks over and almost jokingly says, "Do it again," as if challenging whatever might be there.
Yeah.
Do it again.
Seconds later, something truly eerie happens.
Do it again. Open the gate.
Something appears to move under the purple sheet covering the mirror. A small movement, like a finger poking through the fabric. The family also captured footage of the baby gate opening by itself on camera. And there's one more detail that adds an extra layer of eeriness. The work.
Is this new? I don't think this part was in the original. I don't think the... Interesting.
Has noticed that whenever their walkie-talkies were placed in that room, they'd make an unsettling clicking noise.
You guys heard that, right? That was this. Oh my god. I am not.
Oh, that's definitely new.
Yeah, this was not in the original.
When they moved the walkies out of the room, the clicking stopped immediately.
Imagine you got yourself Paw Patrol EMF detectors. Like,
yeah. I got chased.
In the end, the family decided to sell the mirror on Facebook Marketplace. They were upfront about their belief that it was haunted. It sold almost immediately. The buyer apparently was fascinated.
We put it on Facebook Marketplace. Obviously, we told them, like, hey, like, we think that this is responsible for some weird haunting stuff. They said they were fine with it, so I don't know.
So what do you think was happening in that daycare? A child's overactive imagination combined with coincidence, faulty electronics and old furniture, or something attached to that mirror.
Yeah,
something that didn't want to
this one
stay
gets me,
hidden.
man. This one gets me.
Yeah. It's just enough, right?
Oh.
Yeah, and that noise, that groan.
Yeah,
that
dude.
groan she makes is.
Well, and the walkie-talkie shit was new, and I mean, we heard it. The clicking stopped the moment they left that room. I don't see that being fake either.
No.
Who knows? But I'm not stupid enough to go there and talk shit, though. For real.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, let's grab a tea, hoodie description, and it's... In early 2026, journalist Jeremy Corbell released footage that's reignited the UAP conversation.
Ooh, alien shit. Let's go.
Okay.
The clip comes from an MQ-9 Reaper drone, a sophisticated military surveillance platform. The footage was captured over the Jordanian-Syrian border in 2021, but it's only now being made public. In the video, a metallic mushroom-shaped object can be seen moving through the sky. What makes this footage stand out is the quality. This isn't grainy smartphone footage, it's high-fidelity infrared imagery from military-grade sensors. The object displays what researchers call the 5 observables, characteristics that have long...
Look at this mod doing his goddamn job. Shout out to Jeremy Corbell, and he linked Jeremy Corbell's YouTube channel. Well done, Jake. Was that a UFO? They're called UAPs now. Well done, Jake.
Been associated with genuine UAP. First, there's instantaneous acceleration. The object is seen maintaining a steady pace before suddenly zipping off screen at incredible speed, fast enough to break the drone's target lock.
See, now, like, stuff like this, I 100% believe is real, but don't necessarily believe it's aliens or of the extraterrestrial variety. Like, to me, this is more than likely really advanced military tech.
Yeah.
You know, like we've all heard that the military is a good 30 years ahead of whatever's commercially available. The military had the internet in the late 60s. They had, ARPA created ARPANET, which was, the internet that we know it as. Well, the internet that could become the internet we come to know it as in the late 80s and early 90s. But the point is they had it in like 68. So yeah, I'm 100% believe this is real. I don't necessarily believe it's extraterrestrial.
Yeah, I can jive with that. Yeah, it's an advanced drone.
Second, the object appears to maneuver without any visible means of propulsion. No wings, no tail fins, no exhaust plumes. It simply moves in ways that defy conventional aerodynamics. Former Department of Defense analyst Marek von Rennenkampf joined Corbell on his Weaponized podcast to analyze the footage frame by frame. He noted that when the object accelerates, the background remains steady. If this were a camera error, the entire landscape would shift. It doesn't. The thermal signature is also unusual. In infrared, the object appears colder than its surroundings. Conventional aircraft generate heat through friction and propulsion. This object doesn't. Skeptics have suggested the object could be a balloon, but balloons don't change direction sharply or accelerate against the wind.
Yeah, I was going to say, what type of balloon?
What's particularly significant is that this footage...
That's the government's go-to, like, oh, it was just a weather balloon. I was like,
yeah.
That explanation is so played out, like, to the point Men in Black was making fun of that in 1997.
Footage was designated as UAP by military analysts themselves, not by civilian researchers. Von Rennenkampf argues there's no national security reason to keep this specific footage classified, as the sensor symbology and locations are already in the public domain. So what was that object doing over the Syrian desert in 2021? Advanced foreign technology being tested far from home, a classified American project operating in plain sight, or something that doesn't belong to any nation on Earth? This next clip comes from TikTok user Michael Leonard _183, and it sparked one of the most heated debates about glitches in the Matrix. The footage was captured on a Ring doorbell camera. According to the uploader, he was reviewing the footage after a neighbour asked him to check for someone who had slashed her tyres. At first, everything seems normal. A man walks past the house late at night, grey hoodie, nothing unusual.
I want to comment on this. Both words, I do believe that the military government is creating human alien hybrid crafts. I do believe some variation of this. I just don't think that inherently means the things that we're catching on these videos are said crafts. But I do believe there's some sort of project like that going on. Absolutely.
But then something strange happens. When the man first enters the frame, his hood is down. You can clearly see his bare head. But moments later, without any visible movement, without raising his arms, without pulling anything up, a hood appears on his head. It simply materializes. The uploader says he didn't notice it at first. It wasn't until his 5th time watching that he caught the anomaly. He also points out that the camera's humanoid detection, shown by the yellow box that appears around people, doesn't activate until after the hood appears, as if the camera didn't recognize him as fully human until that moment.
That's interesting. It could have been a camera.
The video has been analyzed extensively. According to the uploader, he ran the footage through AI analysis, which found no evidence of cuts, skips, or duplicated frames. The compression remains consistent. The lighting on the hood matches the environment instantly. Skeptics have suggested it could be a glitch in the Ring camera's processing, where frames are occasionally dropped or merged.
See, I mean, that's what I would think is the drop in frames. But the act of taking your hands, putting your hood, and then putting your hands back down, that would be a lot of frames. I can't imagine all of them would have dropped.
Yeah. It doesn't look...
Oh, there you go. Go on.
I was gonna say it just maybe it's just the angle that we're seeing it just blocked, but it's only for a split second, so it's not like, oh, it was obscuring the view. He just kind of went like this. Like, no, he walks on one side of the pole and he looks, not completely different, but
yeah. Well, and the orange box, appearing around him after the hood is up, that's also interesting. But it could just be that he wasn't in the field of view for the camera to pick it up yet. So yeah, I'm on the fence about this one.
During compression, this could create the illusion of something appearing suddenly. Others argue that if it were a camera glitch, other elements in the frame would be affected. They aren't.
That's a good point. Well, I don't know. If everything else in the frame is static, then they wouldn't really be affected, right? Because it would only affect what's moving. I would think. I'm not sure.
No, you're correct.
Okay.
So what do you think happened on that quiet street? A camera glitch that created a convincing illusion, or a momentary glimpse of reality not rendering quite correctly?
eso jala. Esto es muy importante.
This footage comes from the Cauca Valley region of Colombia, and it was captured on January 29th, 2026. The video was sent to the YouTube channel Hidden Underbelly 2.0 by a viewer named Alan Smithy. It shows two people out.
Alan Smithy?
Yeah.
You caught that too? Okay, not just me. Got
outside, seemingly going about their day, when something in the sky catches their attention.
¿Qué? Ay, mira, mira, Jimena, ve, ¿eso qué es?
Whatever it is, it appears perfectly spherical with a smooth, reflective surface.
Vamos. Mira, ve, ve. ¿Qué?
What happens next is what makes this footage unusual. The object seems to notice it's being watched. It pauses, hovers for a moment, and then takes off at speed.
Vamos. Mira, ve, ve. ¿Qué? Ay, Dios mío. ¿Qué puedo hacer? Grábelo, grábelo, grábelo. Grábelo ahí, grábelo ahí.
According to the report, the witnesses required medical attention shortly after their encounter. Though this hasn't been independently confirmed, it adds an unsettling dimension to the sighting. Skeptics have pointed out that Colombia's drug cartels are known to use drones for surveillance and smuggling. A high-tech drone designed to evade detection could...
Yeah, but are there like perfectly spherical drones? I'm looking it up right
wasn't
now.
Sputnik spherical?
Yeah, that wasn't a drone. That was a deep space. Apparently they do exist. Several functionally roughly spherical drones exist, primarily designed for specialized inspection, advertising, and indoor navigation. Drones often use cage or protective shells surrounding the propellers to achieve a ball shape, enabling them to fly in confined spaces, roll on the ground, or display a 360-degree image. All right. Guess they do exist.
Explain both the object's appearance and its sudden departure when spotted.
¿Qué?
Others have noted that the object's perfectly spherical shape and smooth surface don't match typical commercial or military drones.
Vamos. Mira, ve, ve.
Similar metallic sphere sightings have been reported across South America in recent years, like the Buga sphere, for example, leading some researchers to wonder if there's a pattern emerging. So what was gliding over the Cauca Valley that January afternoon? A cartel surveillance drone designed to look otherworldly. Experimental technology being tested in remote regions, or a genuine unidentified object that didn't want to be seen.
Vamos, venga. Vamos. Mira, ve, ve. ¿Qué? Ay, Dios mío. ¿Qué puedo hacer?
Dios mío.
¿Qué es eso? Grábelo, grábelo, grábelo. Grábelo ahí, grábelo ahí. Mírenlo.
Yeah, that one's interesting. I mean, like, again, I think that's probably more likely, like people are saying in the chat, I think that's probably a drone. That's probably some cartel nonsense. It would still be a UAP or a UFO. It's still an unidentified flying or aerial object or phenomenon. But yeah, I don't get extraterrestrial from that.
This footage comes from Mumbai, India, and it captures a terrifying moment that could have ended very differently. The CCTV footage shows a residential lift in the Garajan area. Several people step inside carrying what appear to be ordinary party balloons, gas-filled, colourful, and festive.
Yeah, we
And
get
then,
it.
without warning, this happens.
What the fuck?
Were those hydrogen balloons?
Right?
The footage shows a sudden flash of flames filling the enclosed space.
Oh, they were about to party.
Miraculously.
That was filled with nitrous oxide.
Right. The fact that they're all unscathed, none of their hair's on fire, nothing like
Yeah.
that, and that brought like she was product. Like, I don't know. This certainly isn't something supernatural, but fuck me, dude. I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
Reports indicate that everyone escaped with only minor injuries. The balloons were reportedly filled with hydrogen, which is highly flammable. When combined with the enclosed space of a lift and a
Why
potential...
would you fill a balloon with hydrogen?
I have no idea.
Like, Oxygen, helium. Those are the things. They got Heidenberg.
Spark, perhaps from
Hindenburg,
static
not Heidenberg,
electricity or a
Hindenburg, don't
phone,
retarded.
the results were explosive. While this isn't a paranormal incident, it's a reminder that the most unsettling footage isn't always supernatural. Sometimes it's a glimpse of how fragile our safety can be in ordinary moments.
Is this true? Helium is rare and expensive? Is helium rare and expensive? Damn.
Okay.
Yes, helium is both increasingly scarce on Earth and consequently very expensive. While it's the second most abundant element in the universe, it is rare in Earth's atmosphere, non-renewable, and hard to extract. Prices have risen sharply due to supply shortages and high demand for critical technologies like MRI scanners and semiconductor manufacturing. Huh.
Didn't peg helium would be one of the runs we're running out of.
Right? Yeah, of all things. Well, you learn something new every day. This is an educational show. Thanks a mil, Alex Darby. I appreciate that. I had no fucking idea.
All right. I think I got probably the clearest footage that I've gotten to date for whatever these objects are.
This footage was shared on X by user Billy Kryzak in early February 2026, and it's quickly become one of the most discussed UAP clips of the year.
Got it with my A7R5 with the Ninja 5 on the top, recording in ProRes RAW.
According to Kryzak, he captured the footage using a Sony A7R5 camera with a 1200mm lens, filming in ProRes RAW. That's professional-grade equipment, which is partly why this clip has attracted so much attention.
This is basically, I'm using a telescope for this at extremely high bitrate levels and zero compression on the footage. So this is about as clean as I'm going to be able to get with the with what I have.
The footage shows elongated pearlescent light bars moving through the sky over South Jersey.
Looks like a bar of light. And
Kryzak estimates the objects are between 1 and 3 meters long, flying at altitudes between 1,000 and 5,000 feet.
And it looks pearlescent, right? It's a pearlescent white light.
What's unusual about these objects is their behavior.
Yeah, so I've seen these things do very different behaviors and their flight characteristics. Sometimes they're flying, the bar is kind of like going straight like this, and it will actually turn, and the bar itself will be on the parallel to its movement, right? So it's actually flat to its movement. Other times I've seen them rotating and tumbling. Other times they just kind of turn into like a flashing spot, right? But in the end, they always turn into this bar of light.
Kryzak ruled out insects immediately. The footage was captured during sub-freezing temperatures, and he noted the objects appear to refract sunlight rather than reflect it. This has led some to speculate about plasma-like behavior or even space-time distortion.
Getting sleepy,
On
Sammy?
thermal imaging, the objects appear spherical, but to the naked eye, through binoculars, they look pearlescent and elongated.
On thermal, they just look like a blob, right? You don't see the detail of the bar. It looks like a circle, spherical object. To your eye, it looks a little different than it does that's captured by the camera. I stood there with binoculars and I was watching them fly around, and it looks pearlescent, right? It's a pearlescent white light.
The comments section quickly filled
He's the same
with
kid
theories.
as Howard Stern.
Holy shit, you're right. He does speak like Howard Stern.
His voice just is a little higher.
Constable, who famously proposed the existence of sky creatures, living plasma organisms in the atmosphere. Others suggested more conventional explanations, high-altitude balloons, drones, or optical illusions caused by atmospheric conditions. Kryzak himself has proposed classifying these as a new type of UAP, distinct from the metallic disc-shaped objects more commonly reported.
Whatever these objects are, I'm going to say these are a new class of UAP.
I'm right there with you, Jake. I can't unhear it. Like, listen to him.
Maybe class 12. I don't know. I got to talk to some people and find out if we can get it categorized as such. But
no official agency has commented on the footage, and no peer-reviewed studies have confirmed sightings like these as genuinely anomalous.
And once you see them with binoculars, you know that these things are nothing prosaic. They look very, very different than anything I've ever seen
So what do you think is gliding through the skies over South Jersey? High altitude
I
debris.
mean, this is definitely not a reflection of the satellites, like somebody in the comments
Yeah.
said a minute ago, because you can see it's clearly moving at ridiculous speeds. I don't know what this could be. Like, it seems like some sort of corporeal object for sure. But I also can't imagine go on.
No, I'm saying I got nothing.
Yeah, I can't imagine the government would allow this to stay up on the internet if it was something truly classified. Unless I don't know. Yeah, Jersey Devil got wings. Yeah, that's an episode we need.
Debris catching the light at unusual angles. Experimental technology being tested in plain sight, or something we don't yet have a classification for.
And it looks pearlescent, right? It's a pearlescent white light, and like I said, it looks like a bar. It kind of dithers out on the sides, right? It almost looks like wings, but it's not wings. It's just the way it kind of dithers out.
This quick but eerie clip comes from TikTok user Sam.
Still light out.
She was outside her office when something caught her eye.
5:08 p.m.
It's Hollow Night.
I was gonna say, yeah, dude, this is a very weird way for a tree to grow. And yeah, Hollow Night, I like that.
Some commenters compared it to Maleficent from Disney. Others said it looked like a demonic entity taking shape within the tree.
That's cool.
This is almost certainly pareidolia, the tendency of our brains to see.
Yeah, exactly. Like very, very obviously pareidolia, but still really cool. Those plasma entities I've referred to as rods. This is the first time hearing of them, honestly, Jake.
Faces and familiar patterns in random shapes. It's the same phenomenon that makes us see faces in clouds or figures in shadows. But there's something about seeing that shape in living wood in a tree that's been growing for years that gives viewers pause.
Still light out.
Yeah, tree
and it is 5:08 p.m.
Some cultures have long believed that spirits can inhabit trees. In Japanese folklore, ancient trees are said to house Kodama, tree spirits. In Celtic tradition, certain trees were considered sacred and inhabited by fae. Of course, this is most likely just an unusual pattern. Trees do strange things. But it's hard to shake the...
That needs to be on a t-shirt. Trees do strange things. Like, imagine going to like an anti-ice protest and that's your protest sign. Trees do strange things. Like,
the Ents are going to war.
This is it. Yeah, this is an int wife. That's why it looks female. That's why it looks female. This is an int wife. We found him.
Feeling of being watched when you look at that image.
Yeah, MILF tree.
5:08 p.m.
This next clip takes us beyond Earth's atmosphere to a mystery that's been circulating for over a decade. The footage shared recently on X by the account Mania UFO shows grainy black and white telescope imagery of the lunar surface. As the camera zooms in on an area between craters, something unusual becomes visible.
Yeah, what is this box?
A rectangular geometric shape. It doesn't look like a natural formation. It doesn't match anything we'd expect to see on the moon's surface.
Y'all know the drill, right? Me and Sammy did an excellent video called The Moon is Weird. That was the name of our episode, right? The Moon is Weird.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that's what we called it. Even if this is fake, which frankly, I don't know. After doing the Moon is Weird episode, I'm willing to believe anything about the fucking moon. So this could absolutely be real.
Yeah.
100% would.
According to the Post, this footage was captured by a European telescope sometime in the early 2000s and first appeared on a European UFO forum around 2016. The video includes on-screen overlays showing zoom controls, location labels, and alphanumeric strings. Some researchers have noted these resemble amateur astronomy software interfaces rather than professional telescope readouts. Skeptics have offered several explanations. The shape could be a compression artifact, an optical illusion created when digital video is processed and re-uploaded multiple times. It could also be debris on the telescope lens or simply a shadow cast at an unusual angle. A 2020 study published on ResearchGate examined similar unidentified lunar objects and attributed most of them to imaging errors, space debris, or pareidolia. But supporters of the footage argue that the shape is too defined.
So I just ChatGPT'd it. Said, what is the origin of this object found on the moon? This image most closely resembles the viral mystery hut or cube spotted in China's Change 4's mission over YouTube 2 on the far side of the moon in 2021. Actual origin: the object was first seen as a blurry cube-like shape on the horizon in low-resolution rover imagery. Because the image was heavily zoomed in and compressed, it looked artificial structure online. After YouTube slowly approached it over weeks, high-resolution images revealed to be a small rock sitting on the lunar surface. Shape looked unusual from far away due to perspective and distortion, image compression. Why it looks weird in your image? Look, I mean, maybe that's the like reason. Hey, poor quality cameras, the image warping, things to that effect. But again, after our The Moon is Weird episode, I don't know, man. I'm not buying it.
Yeah, especially
I mean, glitch. They point to the straight.
All right, go on, Sammy.
Yeah, no, I was trying to explain this the other day when we covered that. I was like, dude, they updated legislature. Like, hey, remember when we all just kind of agreed that we shouldn't do stuff on the moon? Like, what if we do though?
Right. Every fucking country, pretty much every first world country, even America and Russia, like shook hands to be like, maybe we should not. Like, that's weird.
Well, and then it seems like anyone that got a space program was soon to follow, right? Where it was,
edges and consistent proportions across multiple frames. Without access to the original telescope data or the identity of the observatory that captured it, verification remains impossible. So what do you think is sitting among those lunar craters? A trick of light and compression, natural rock formations casting unusual shadows, or evidence of something on the moon we weren't meant to see?
Yeah, I highly recommend everybody go watch our The Moon is Weird episode.
Before we get to our number one spot, if you want to see patients.
All right, last one, crew. Let's do it.
Deep in the Siberian wilderness along the Vilyuy River basin, there's a place the locals call Uliuyu Cherkachek. In English, it translates to the Valley of Death.
By the way,
for centuries, indigenous Yakut people.
That sounds like gobbledygook fake South Park language.
I think he just called this the Yakub people. Let me roll this back.
In English, it translates to the Valley of Death. For centuries, indigenous Yakut people have spoken of strange.
Yeah, okay.
Go watch our Yakub episode with Zax. It's a great one.
Structures hidden in this remote region, massive metal domes buried beneath the permafrost. They call them Olguis, and according to legend, they've been there for as long as anyone can remember. The descriptions are remarkably consistent across generations. Witnesses describe enormous structures made of a smooth reddish metal. The domes protrude partially from the ground, their edges said to be as sharp as razors. The metal, according to those who've touched it, never rusts and cannot be scratched or hammered. One account mentions a stone found inside that could cut glass like a diamond.
I feel like we have to do an episode just on this. Yeah, like, all right, I'm going to have to...
The butt pimples of Earth? Yes.
That way we remember, because that seems like it could be a good episode.
But it's not just their appearance that makes these structures infamous. It's what happens to those who spend time near them. Hunters and travelers who've sheltered in or near these cauldrons report disturbing symptoms. Hair loss, sores that won't heal, a weakness that sets in and never quite leaves. These are classic symptoms of radiation poisoning, though the structures were described long before.
Sounds exactly like radiation poisoning.
Ancient alien radioactive tech?
Yeah. So yeah, because they said it's been there for ages, as long as anyone can remember.
Yeah. I mean, these are reportings from an ancient tribe. Like, oh, this
Yeah,
is
they didn't throw that shit together.
What?
And and don't get me wrong. I was like, I'm not trying to harp on like indigenous people or anything like that, but like they weren't really known for their welding techniques,
That's very true. Well, yeah, they got about as much welding experience as the Somalians. So
yeah.
Before anyone in the region would have known what radiation was. In 1853, the Russian explorer Richard Mark documented accounts of a giant copper cauldron submerged in the ground with trees growing out of it. In the early 20th century, a merchant named Savinov reportedly spent the night in one of the structures with his granddaughter. The interior remained warm despite the brutal Siberian winter.
say that again?
So that's not what that picture looks like. That picture looks like the totally traveling around picking up on the tribal girls. Just like, I'm an old pedophile.
They mentioned that in his writings that it stayed warm all night, even though they were in the Siberian winter, which again, wouldn't that be a telltale sign of radiation?
Yeah. But also, think about the area they're in. It was like you wouldn't want to be working with metal in like these sub-zero temperatures. It would be like nearly impossible to get them. I don't know what they actually look like. Obviously, these are AI generated photos, but
right.
But if they're anything close to looking like that, that's a very precise form. It was like not, like I said, not a lot of welding, not a lot of like metal work like that. Yeah, we must dive deeper, Leon. We must dive deeper.
Yeah, I think we just found. I had a couple ideas lined up for episodes. Enzo turned me on to a really good one as well. Apparently, there's a Stonehenge like object in Florida that nobody knows the origins of, so we're gonna be covering that soon. I hadn't heard about that, but I think we might fast track this. This sounds very interesting.
Yeah.
Old underground pyramid in Alaska. I've heard about a lot of underground pyramids in various snow areas. I don't know about Alaska specifically. If you've got information on it, drop it in the Discord. We have a tinfoil haters section of the Discord.
But locals warned him that sleeping inside would bring a slow death. Perhaps the most detailed account comes from a man named Mikhail Koretsky, who claims to have visited the valley 3 times between 1933 and 1947. He described seeing 7 cauldrons ranging from 6 to 9 meters in diameter. After spending time near them, he and his companions suffered hair loss and persistent illness. Several members of his group never fully recovered. More recently, Czech explorer Ivan Makel led an expedition using paramotors to survey the area from the air. While he didn't find the metal structures, he discovered strange circular ponds and domes.
Were they moved? What the fuck?
Okay, if they were moved, it's just Russia covering.
Well, yeah, exactly. It'd be some sort of government op to cover up something. Exactly.
Yeah, but I mean, you would have like these tribal people saying they've been there as long as they remember, but no, but he's saying, it's been a while since like people had been there, so they just might be even more derelict and,
Yeah, but they wouldn't leave images like this. Because
Yeah,
this
this
doesn't look
looks-
AI. This because they said they captured information from actual like from drone footage. Is that not what this is?
Matching the
Hold on.
find the metals and using paramotors to survey the area from the air. While he didn't find the metal structures, he discovered strange circular ponds and domes matching the
Yeah, this is an actual image. This isn't a
wow.
coordinates from local legends. He also reported falling suddenly and inexplicably ill during the expedition. The most provocative theory about these structures comes from Dr. Valery Uvarov of the National Security Academy of Russia. According to Uvarov, the Valley of Death houses an ancient automated defense system built thousands of years ago by an unknown advanced intelligence. Its purpose, he claims, is to protect Earth from cosmic threats. Uvarov proposes that the structures generate what he calls
What if this was what caused the Tunguska explosion?
Oh, I was going to say, what if it's like real life Power Rangers?
I mean that's cool as well. But That's way more out of what I was thinking, but
Yeah.
that works as well.
We way off.
Massive electromagnetic plasma spheres that can intercept incoming meteorites and comets before they impact Earth. He points to the famous 1908 Tunguska explosion.
Boom! You had your Mothman moment. I have my moment right here. Let's go, baby.
Nice.
As evidence. Rather than a simple meteorite impact, Uvarov suggests it was the defense system destroying an incoming threat at high altitude. Eyewitness accounts from the time describe seeing what appeared to be a second sun converging on the object from different directions before the explosion. Proponents of this theory also cite the destruction.
All this Russian high strangeness makes me think of the Dyatlov Pass incident, another potential episode down the line. You put that in the Discord as well, Jake. I'm not familiar with this incident. Thank you. I love you guys. Damn.
Destruction of the Chulim meteorite in 1984 and the Vitim meteorite in 2002 as evidence of recent interceptions.
I do remember that.
The theory is deeply intertwined with Yakut folklore, particularly the Olonko, their epic narratives. The legends speak of fiery champions battling demons from the sky, of devastating explosions and iron orifices.
Armored Skeptic. I haven't watched an Armored Skeptic video since back when he and Shuonhead were together. What a throwback.
Belching smoke and fire. Uvarov and
I mean, Jake, we've been saying we want to get you on an episode, so maybe if you want to come on when we do that one, if you're into it, if you're interested in the idea, just DM me directly and we'll figure out which one. Because I mean, we've been having you on the show for ages now. We'll just have to find a good episode for it. So yeah, let me know.
Interprets these as encoded descriptions of the defense system in action. Of course, there are more grounded explanations. Some researchers suggest the fireballs in local accounts could be natural gas releases or the collapse of pingos, mounds of earth-covered ice that can explode under certain conditions.
What? Electromagnetic plasma. Okay, so you'll listen to this fucker when it's coming from underground Antarctic pyramids. Not me when I got the receipt. What are you talking about, Jayla? I don't even know what that fucking means.
Others have noted that the region lies under the flight path of rockets launching from Russian cosmodromes, and the debris could be spent rocket stages. But the accounts of the metal structures themselves remain difficult to explain. Geologists in the 1930s detected hard, metallic, dome-shaped objects beneath the marshes using early surveying equipment. Modern researchers using ground-penetrating radar have found similar anomalies, yet a full excavation has never been completed. The structures, if they exist, remain buried beneath the Siberian permafrost. The indigenous Yakut continue to avoid the area. They say the valley brings death to those who linger there too long. So what lies buried in that frozen Siberian wilderness? Soviet-era debris gradually sinking into the tundra? Natural geological formations that happen to match ancient legends? Or something far older, something built to protect us from threats we never even knew existed? The Valley of Death keeps its secrets frozen beneath the permafrost, for now.
Well, that was a good way to end the episode. Holy shit.
Color me curious.
Yeah, we're definitely going to have to look more into that one because, I mean, there's so much that we could be that could be done with that. I've never heard of this. There's some weird shit that goes down in Russia.
Yeah, we could just have an episode on Russia.
That's true. Yeah, we just do it right. This is Tinfoil Haters, the Russian episode. Alrighty, crew, and with that, it is time that we go ahead and start bringing this crazy train into the station. To quote my dear Moxie Dame, Sammy, tell people who you are, what you do, what you got coming up, the whole nine.
I'm Sammy 3 Feet. I am a musician. You guys know the deal. Just follow me on Twitter or on Facebook. I would enjoy it immensely.
You'll love to see it. As for me, well, guys, we are going to be raiding right into our boy Jazz. I just gotta find, here it is, the Offensive Charm podcast. I've been on this podcast. I love it. Jazz is a great dude. Cindy is making her debut on there tonight, although she's probably leaving pretty soon. So we're gonna raid right now. As for me, videos and streams every day. If you haven't checked out the last couple days videos, check them out. They're doing exceedingly well. Have a video coming out tomorrow on harmful opinions, and apparently he's going after Leaflet now, so that's going to be interesting. And then we will of course be doing We will, of course, be doing the lunch hour stream, talking about a myriad of things, including Metatron doing his deep dive into what happened with the Tectone lawsuit. So there's a lot to cover. It's going to be incredible. I will see you guys tomorrow at 1 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. Of course, the video will drop at noon. Thank you so much to everybody that donated today. It means the absolute world to me. I truly appreciate it. And we added like 4 circles. Until next time, it's all here in the Nerdosphere. This has been Words of Paradise. Say vital idle raid to our boy Jazz and Spark, and let's support